Everybody's Steph from Namu Podcast, and what a sad young man Ja Morant has become. He's just on absolute defiant mode. We know the firearm gesture, shooting gesture that he had against Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield did the same thing, but Ja's the one caught on camera first doing it. We know Ja's history, man. So the other night against the Wolves, he decides to come up with another celebration, and this time, of course, it's firearm explosive. It's weaponry celebrations. Okay, his new grenade toss celebration, right? And he was asked about it, at the shoot around. I think the shoot around was today, and he was like, when was this? When did he say shoot around? Oh no, he said on Thursday shoot around. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it again. He's like, that's my celebration until somebody else has a problem with it, and I'll find another one. He told a reporter. Making motion late at the night, the team's I'm like, yeah, he did it again. Dog, he just does not understand. So I guess he did it in another game too, then, not just the Minnesota game, whatever. But what is his problem? The obsession with just being with firearms and whatnot, and then finds another one, grenade toss, cover your ears. Like what kind of celebration is that? He's just going to continue on, doing this. And this is why he doesn't want to be the face of the league, and that's fine, but just in terms of sponsorships and stuff, well, maybe he can be sponsorships with some of these weapon manufacturers be a brand representative for the NRA, because maybe get some money through them then at this point, of course Adam Silver's not going to like this. Adam Silver will tell him to stop this. This is not going to continue. It's just, and I get it, right? Like, it's just a celebration. Like, these celebrations aren't like, it's not like he's hurting anybody or anything like that, right? It's the symbolism that the NBA is trying to get away from. It's the symbolism of why, especially for him as well. Like, the game don't need that. All right? The game don't need these, shooting gestures, grenade hand tossing. Wait, for what? You know what I'm saying? Imaginary weapon celebrations for what? Right? He's just taking it too far. Of course, Adam Silver is going to say something about this and tell him to stop if he hasn't told him to stop already. It's just Ja Morant wants to continue to be, he wants to continue to be he wants to continue to be defiant and not focus on basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the celebrations, and you know what? Maybe it was a blessing that Taylor Jenkins doesn't have to deal with this foolishness, right? The Memphis Grizzlies are 7th. Okay, they haven't really been playing well. Okay, they slid. I think at the time when Taylor Jenkins fired, they were 5th. Okay, I've mentioned this before. There's rumors of him leaving or possibly getting traded in the offseason, even though the GM said that that's not happening. I beg to differ. I think that is very well on the table for Ja Morant to leave. I don't see this team. I don't know what this team's ceiling is, but I don't think we'll ever see the ceiling because of Ja Morant's inconsistency with his health, number one, and then just the antics that come along with it. That's not no. I'm looking for that game. Where's the game that they had the other day? It was on Thursday. It was Thursday. What was it? Wolves and Grizzlies. And how many points? Ant went off on that game. And where was Ja Morant? Ja Morant, 36. He went off too. It was a good back and forth. But the Grizzlies in total. The Wolves in total control of that game. But he had a good game. Good game, right? Where were these type of performances on the consistent basis? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can blame Taylor Jenkins and all that, but as a player, you demand that ball, and the times you have the rock, be efficient with it. You know what I'm saying? But we're past basketball with him at this point. It's crazy that we're 2 years in. We're 2 years deep with this. From the IG, the strip club, the IG live, whatever, the suspension. Okay, then fast forward, this gesture, the grenade toss gesture. And it's like, yeah, I mean, he definitely, now, I mean, look, you don't hear too much rumblings, but I'm sure he's being a pain with the coaches behind the scenes, pain with the front office with stuff like this. At some point, and you see, coaches getting fired, talented coaches with win record getting fired. You see players like Luka Doncic getting traded, right? All right. The NBA is gonna be changing now. The league is getting more corporate-y as it's ever been, as they're getting a new deal, as they got the new deal and all this stuff. And is no longer like, I can definitely see a point where star players are no longer going to be the face of the league anymore. Once the Holy Trinity leaves, it's going to be teams and front offices that represent the NBA. I definitely see a future of that. Yes, teams need talented players. You need a star player, but in terms of I don't see the league going in the direction of a star player now. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to clear. The league has always been trying to clear their image, and it's just it's like Ja Morant is like the new age loophole now, and they got to find ways to clean all this BS up with him, But you know what, man, I can definitely see Ja being one of those players crashing out eventually. All these symbolisms, all these things he's doing, like that's negative energy. It really is. And that type of stuff can come back to him. People talked about, Kenny Martin, when he's on Nightcap saying, hey, man, the city in, you know what I'm saying? Yes, the city of Memphis. I mean, Young Dolph got smoked out there plenty. I mean, the violence in Memphis and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Not to go to that extreme, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're a play on the court that looks like you're embodying that culture, which is not a good one in terms of the street violence and stuff like that and the shootings and stuff, right? Crazy, man. Ja just can't get it to his head, man. I think he'll never learn, and I think he's gonna end up learning the hard way, and it's gonna end up costing him down the road, man. Anyways, guys, leave me your thoughts about all this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.